You felt it, right? That crushing frustration when great startups pitch from bedrooms or tiny cafes, breaking norms, but investors still reach for the same old playbook, stuck in their comfort zones, blind to the seismic shift exploding under their noses. Remote startups aren't just a trend, they're a rebellion against outdated walls, time zones, and suit and tie gatekeepers. If investment feels stale and shallow to you, it's because it is. They want risk measured by geography, legacy networks, and superficial metrics. But that's a cage forcing the brightest founders to waste years proving their worth to people who don't see their world. Enough. It's time to burn that cage. Remote startups flip the script every single day. They're scrappy, fierce, and relentless, assembling talent scattered across the globe, building societies without borders, creating cultures where innovation flows free. But here's the brutal truth. Most investors freeze. They're terrified to dive into that fluid, decentralized chaos because it appears unpredictable. Yet predictable was never the point. Growth now comes from mastering the chaos, understanding that the best founders don't sit in expensive office towers. They breathe in diversity, they thrive in isolation, they build what others dare not imagine. So what must you do? Right now. First, drop every outdated indicator. Market size measured by local customers? Forget it. Look deeper. Explore the founders' global network, their ability to draw talent, and their digital signals of community building. Demand evidence of remote leadership skills. How do they communicate at scale? How do they spark culture across continents, different time zones, and identities? Those are your new KPIs. Step 2. Stop chasing the well-worn roads. Invest boldly in founders who pitch with a laptop and limitless vision, not polished PPTs. Demand that your due diligence assess their capacity to build trust remotely, their resilience in ambiguity, and their raw ability to innovate in fragmented markets. Here's a game changer. The tools you rely on to check credibility? Throw their limitations away. Look for remote-first reputations, endorsements from decentralized networks, blockchain credentials, real-time collaboration footprints. Those prove connection far better than legacy references from closed local circles. Embrace an autonomous mindset where you don't own the process. You enable it. Your job isn't to control, but to connect. Connect founders with partners, with complementary skills, with fresh capital that breaks out of the old gatekeeping loops. And listen closely. Your fight isn't just for profit, it's a battle for freedom. The rise of remote startups signals a tectonic shift from conformity to productive individualism, from tribal loyalty to fierce, dynamic meritocracy. If you cling to nationalism, to outdated systems tied to land or legacy, you will be left behind, watching others build futures you couldn't imagine. Instead, transcend. Operate globally without borders and fund ventures that remake the infrastructure of capitalism itself. This world will test you. It will push you to abandon comfort, to embrace chaos, to relearn what trust means when you can't shake a hand or meet in a boardroom. But here's the victory. Those who grind through this storm will not just earn returns. They'll rewrite what venture capital even means. You will become the builder of an autonomous network where rare founders find each other, where innovation isn't confined by geography or privilege, but unleashed by connection and vision. So stop waiting for the old guard to catch up. Lead this revolution. Hunt for the unseen, bet on the misunderstood, elevate those who carry the future in their remote hands. Fund freedom, build synergy, ignite becoming. The rise of remote startups is the hammer breaking down the old investment walls. Take it up, smash through, and create the new world venture capital was always meant to serve. Don't just watch the change, own it. Because if you don't, someone else will.